morning, guys. Welcome back to a brand new video. So today it is currently Wednesday as I am filming this video. You guys will see it over the weekend. And I think today I'm gonna have a chill day. I want to get organized and like organize my life essentially, like calendars, our journal, that kind of stuff. I think that's what we're gonna get up to today. At our own speed. I am dealing with like severe, and I mean severe, congestion. I have been for a long time. This is not a new thing for me. I've done it. It's been a thing for years, but guys, I did that thing. And I think I briefly talked about it either here or on Instagram. I was using nose spray, Afrin, to relieve it because it was just so bad. And like not being able to breathe is not fun. And I'm sure you can hear it in me right now. It is bad. And I have been using it for a couple of months straight, and it specifically says, so don't do that if you're doing it. Don't be me. Don't do that. It specifically says, do not use a nasal decongestion for more than 3 days or you're going to make it worse. It is so bad. And I'm like, right, well, when that embryo gets transferred in a few weeks here, I'm not going to be able to use a nose spray. So I need to break the cycle. So today is the first day I am not using my Afrin, and let me tell you how tempting it is to just use it and like help this because it is so bad. So what I'm trying to do instead is like sniff essential oils, Vicks Vapor Rub, just like smelling those kind of things. I Googled and researched, you're supposed to tap your tongue on the roof of your mouth and tap your finger on your sinuses. I did that. I plugged my nose for as long as I can, looked up and was like holding my breath until I'm forced to breathe air, and that's supposed to work. Trust me, I have done all the YouTube videos this morning researching how to fix extreme nasal congestion, which is partially why I'm out of breath and why you're hearing that, because I can't breathe, and when I talk I can't breathe, so then I'm like trying to catch my breath. So I am okay, because I saw a couple people asking, are you okay? You're like really out of breath. It's because I can't breathe. I'm fine, totally fine. So we're gonna try and fix this the natural way. I also think I need to go out and pick up some, I have to run to the store anyways today to get Liam some cream. I'll update you guys on that and the rash and everything. So I have to go to the drugstore anyway. So I think I'm gonna get the salt water, like the ocean spray. It says to keep your nasal passages really moisturized. And of course, maybe this will be helpful to some of you guys. Some of you might be like, why are we sitting here talking about nasal congestion? But going into the fall season, maybe you guys are dealing with it. I don't know. So I'm going to do all the things. If you guys have any tips or tricks, let me know. I also have like a prescription nose spray for allergies. I forget what it's called, but that's another thing that I'm not allowed to use once I get pregnant, I'm pretty sure. So I'm trying to do all of the natural things to fix this because we need to obviously come down from our Afrin addiction here and level ourselves out and then try to fix ourselves naturally. So that's what I'm working on in the moment. Again, if you have any tips, tricks, let me know. So I'm going to get that ocean, that's what it's called. It's ocean spray. So they say to keep the nasal passages really moisturized. So I'm going to try and do that in a non-medicated form. And then Liam, his doctor's appointment, we did that yesterday. Yesterday was such a fun day. Like yesterday, I really took the day and I'm in this really positive mindset of, I was trying to explain it the other day in the vlog, the last vlog that you guys saw, where I went for my IVF appointment. I am really in this really nice grounding place where, I'm just trying to be the best, happiest version of myself. Like there's things in life that are completely out of control and that we can't fix or we can't help. There's just things that are beyond our control. And the only thing that we can do is control how we react to these things. Whether that's like emotionally, like how are we going to react to these scenarios that are completely out of control? So I'm really working on myself with that, and hence the journaling, which I talked about in a video, but really quick, let me go backwards a minute. Liam's doctor's appointment. The doctor is assuming that it is eczema right now. So she gave us a cream. We're going to put that on it. Hopefully that'll clear it right up and we'll be okay from there. Again, we're in like that trial phase trying to figure out what's going on. So I am prone to eczema too, so maybe that is a possibility for Liam as well. And then we'll get the cream and we'll figure out what's going on, and that's when we'll get the decongestants and stuff like that. So just prayers for Liam that this clears it up and that he's not miserable anymore and scratching himself. It's so sad. So we're gonna get that today. I'm very excited. I called about it first thing in the morning. I'm like, is it ready? It's not gonna be ready till 3, so we're gonna get it as soon as it's ready. But anyways, our journal, today was the first day I wrote in it, and there's like lots in here. So I'm going to encourage you guys to do this too for today. So whether you want to grab a piece of paper really quick or if you want to write it in the comment section, whatever you feel comfortable with. So you're going to mark the date, today's date, whatever day that you are either typing this in the comment section or writing it on your piece of paper. And then you're going to write 3 things that you are grateful for today. So go ahead and do that. And then write 3 things that would make today a great day. So for me, for example, I'm grateful for sleep in my warm bed, Liam excited to see me in his crib this morning, and my pumpkin spice coffee. Those were just 3 little things that I'm grateful for to start the day. And then what would make today a great day? Less anxiety, less screen time, and evening playtime with Larry and Liam. I look forward to those things tremendously. So I encourage you to do the same, either on paper, whatever you're comfortable with. And yeah, that's how we're going to start our day. And then we're going to end the night, guys. I'm keeping you to it. I'm holding you to it. We're going to end the night with 3 highlights of the day and 1 thing that you learned today. So before you go to bed, answer those as well. So that is what I'm doing every day. Also, there was somebody that said, like, leave this journal blank and do it on a piece of paper. Of course, I already completely filled it out. Well, not completely, but like the beginning, I answered all like the questions and stuff like that in the beginning, and I have started day 1 here. I'll probably write in it for the first year because I've already started. And then I want to build the habit here of doing this. And then once I fill it, then I'll either just get myself a new one or I'll move on to like a normal notebook and paper book. But I think it'll be fun just for like my first journal, my first time. It'll be nice to look back on the real thing. But it was a really good idea to like use this as the template and not actually write in it. But it was a little late. When I read the comment, I was like, oh shoot, I already wrote it. And I'm one of those people, guys, where I'm like, once I've already done something, like wrote on it or started, I can't not. I can't not. So we're going to stick with it. And then we are nearing the end of September. I don't know how that has happened. I feel like September is the start of the fall season. And October is like Halloween time, very fall. And then suddenly, and I know this is going to make a lot of you guys peel out of your skin probably, but like, let's be honest. If you go into the stores right now, there is Christmas everywhere. Once the month of October is over, guys, it is like everybody flocks to the Christmas season. We're not forgetting about Thanksgiving here. I am not one of those people. I love the holiday. I love Thanksgiving. But let's just be honest, that's how it is. This is life and time. Like let's just, you know, that's how it goes. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to get some fall activities going. I think we're going to do a cute like animal farm, pumpkin patch. I don't know if there's little animals there. I think there might be little farm animals at this pumpkin patch, like a corn maze and stuff like that. So I think we're going to go to one of those this weekend, which I'm really excited about. So basically I just want to get my calendar book out. I have tons of meetings in here and like doctor's appointments and all those things. Like you guys know, IVF is loaded with doctor's appointments. That's just the, oh man, the process. So I want to get all up to date. That way Larry and I are on the same page. We're having our neighbors over for dinner. We're going to a dinner at one of Larry's new friend's house and his wife. We love them. They're so cute. So we're going to go over there for dinner. So I just need to get everything organized. I find that that's the best thing to do when you have a lot of appointments and places to be. Just write it down. It's so much easier to write it down. Otherwise you forget. And I'm one of those people too who honestly has to have the paper form, like write it down on there, and then I also have it on my phone. So I am trying to desperately be motivated to do a clear out of an area that I need to do a clear out with, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Like I have such a sinus headache right now. I don't want to complain, guys, but oh my gosh. So anyways, that is the start to my day. Oh, you guys were asking too about the goals. Like you guys know our 2023 goal for Larry and I. Oh my God. Our 2023 goal was to read a certain amount of books. So Larry's goal was 12 books. And after he reads The Devil in the White City, once he completes that, which he's probably going to finish today, he will have read 15 books. So he has smashed his goal, which is amazing. And then my goal was 5 books, which I have read. Did I read 4 and one of them was an audiobook? I think that's what it was. Or did I read 3 and one was an audiobook? Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've read 4 books officially, and then I listened to 1 book. So that's total 5, but I'm not counting my audiobook as reading. I don't know. Should I not? So if I count it, like, I would have 5 books, but to me deep down I'm like, I want to like physically read it. So I am going to add that 1 book, which I'm reading. It Ends With Us. So I'm going to finish that. Once I finish that book, that will be 5. I'm hoping I can squeeze 1 more book in there, maybe to read, maybe 2, like 1 around Halloween time if I finish It Ends With Us soon, and then maybe a festive book towards the end of the year. It would be great to like not just read what my goal was, but to read a little bit over it, but still like so proud that I was able to read the amount that I read, because I'm just not a fast reader. And I'm one of those that when I sit to read, my mind starts to like go everywhere on things that I need to be getting done. And I'm like, oh my gosh, please just allow yourself to relax, calm down, and read for 20 minutes. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud of Larry for like, whew, he smashed it. He's such a good reader. He's a very quick reader too. So that's amazing. But anyways, guys, I think let's start with sorting some laundry. Getting that boring stuff out of the way, you know, the grind, the necessities, and then we're gonna sit down with our calendar and start getting that stuff organized. Laundry sorted. 2 loads, not bad. We can handle that. So while laundry was processing and doing its thing, I ran out to try and get Liam's medication. Unfortunately, it's coming from like a special place and is being delivered today, so they don't have it yet. So one of us is gonna have to run out and get it. But while I was out, I stopped at Walgreens and then at Publix to get a few things that we needed and a few things that we definitely didn't need, but are very fun and I need to show you. So here they are. Okay, in regards to my nasal stuff, this is not the fun stuff. This is just, you know, the other things. I usually get the cherry, but I thought maybe the honey and lemon might be helpful. So I got that. And then I told you guys I was really enjoying tea. So I was gonna pick up the Earl Grey tea, and then I saw this one, which was a multi-pack. So this has English breakfast, Earl Grey, Irish breakfast, which I have tried and I like, and then Lady Grey. So I picked up that variety pack. It was not even focusing, I don't think. Sorry about that. And then this is, they don't have the ocean spray anymore, but I found this one, and this is a drug-free, basically just water and sodium, I think. Yeah, purified water and sodium chloride, just to keep the nasal passages moisturized. Probably isn't really gonna help with congestion, the pharmacist said, but it'll at least get me on my way. And then this is another one that you're not supposed to use very long, but it is all natural, and it's a nasal spray rescue. And it's just, what does it have in it? It has a bunch of essential oils in it. Let me see. So purified water, oregano, tea tree, eucalyptus, and parsley. But again, this is one that you're not supposed to use for more than 7 days, but it's still drug-free. So I'm gonna use it for like 3 days, just as like a healthy essential oil type thing, and then call it a day and just stick with this. And then I'm gonna hang my head over a pot of warm water and kind of breathe that in the evenings. But this is where we're starting with the nasals. This looked so good. So we have a kiwi mix in here, some pineapple and strawberries. Larry's on his candy kick, so I called him. I said, babe, which ones do you want? Do you want the dark chocolate or do you want the milk chocolate? He's like, I'll take both. So we got delicious both, along with his bunch of crunch. And then I found these. Okay, you guys know this is a classic. We get these, love them. And then I found these. So they're sugar cookies with M&Ms mixed with little sprinkles. There's bats and goats and pumpkins. I thought those were cute. Some sushi for lunch. They do $5 sushi on Wednesdays at Publix. And then I'm gonna make spaghetti tonight. So I haven't had this in a long time since we lived at the old house. So I treated myself to some little Texas toast with cheese on it. I thought this would be fun for a quick dinner. Shrimp, penne, and asparagus pasta. Some salad mix. And then, oh my, you guys know I'm basically a creamer fanatic. I can't help myself. I found this one. It's the peppermint mocha coffee creamer. I do love this brand. The only thing I don't love, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, it gets kind of messy on the outside. But I was gonna pick up the pumpkin spice, and they have it in non-dairy form, but I saw this one and I was like, ooh, that looks good. So this is the peppermint mocha. So that's everything that I picked up fun-wise over at Publix. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna make lunch for myself, Larry, and Liam. I'm gonna have sushi and some fruit. Liam's gonna have some fruit and something else. And Larry, I don't know what Larry's gonna have. Larry, what you gonna have, babe?
I don't know.
What you see out there, buddy? All the plants and the trees and the blue sky.